Okay guys, what is up? So today we've got a new video and we're reacting to Brad's brick post. I built a Lego minifigure's worst day ever. So let's get into it. Also got this Wicked Fizz here that Nolan reviewed, and it's a Lolly review. Quite good actually.
This is Arthur, and you're probably wondering how he got himself into this situation. It's a long story. It all started the night before. He was relaxing as he got ready for bed. But later, a giant thunderstorm rolled into his neighborhood. To build the lightning, I
Haven't had that much thunderstorms in my neighborhood lately. See how he builds this
gathered
stuff.
up a ton of these electric pieces
Doesn't really look like lightning. Could maybe done like a little bit yellow, but it's okay. I think it looks still cool.
that are used as force lightning. During the thunderstorm, a giant bolt of lightning hit the power box on the side of his house, temporarily knocking out his power and resetting his alarm clock. When he woke
Wouldn't that like electrocute him or something? I guess not if he's like touching the wires. I see. Don't know.
up the next morning, he felt great. But when he looked over at his alarm clock, he realized he had slept late. Leaping up, he ran over to get some cereal, but when he poured it out, there was only one flake left. Giving up on
So what's the worst when you get bottom of the cereal packet? It always like is so crummy and just.
breakfast, he ran over to the bathroom.
Gonna miss the bus, buddy.
Throwing open his drawer of clothes, he got dressed. But he wasn't fast enough. Loser. Improvising, he jumped on his bike. He'd
Almost a bad thing when you miss the bus, or for me when I miss the tram, it's always a bad thing. So
have to
just gotta deal with it though.
ride it to school instead. As he rode down the street, he didn't notice the rock right in his path.
Improvisation. Oh, that would have hurt. Jeez. Concussion maybe. He wasn't wearing a helmet either. Make sure you wear a helmet.
Not only did he get a concussion, but his bike was totally wrecked. But he still had to get to school. After completing the 3-mile run, he was completely exhausted.
3 miles? Oh. Actually, that's not that far. I do 3-kilometer cross country for HSV and SSV not long ago, so.
In the school hallway, you'll find details like posters, a clock, and the lunch menu. The school lockers have a variety of different items in them. There's also an intercom system for announcements. In his rush, he had left his backpack at home, so all of his teachers lectured him.
Blah, 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 blah.
And that made him
I hate when my parents lecture me, actually. It's the worst thing.
late for lunch. He was stuck all the way at the back of the line. All the students in front of
In
him.
Australia, we have, I'm not sure if any of you are from Australia, but we don't have we do have canteens. You can, like, do lunch orders, but we mainly, bring packed lunches and recesses to our thing, so we wouldn't have to experience this.
Got all of the best food and nothing
So I don't actually know what this feels like. If you know what this feels like and you live in America, make sure to comment below what this feels like if it's a bad feeling.
good was left for him. His only option was cabbage soup.
And also comment, is that, do you actually get, like, sloppy food like that in America?
I built a lunch table with some pipe legs to make it look like the ones you'd find in a school. When his friends saw him gagging, they offered to share some of their food, giving him at least one bright spot for the day. But that didn't last. Meet Vince, the school bully who's constantly picking
There's one school bully in my school, but it's only in senior school. No, I'm in junior school, so he's 6. So yeah.
on anyone he can find. Watch out, Four Eyes! When Arthur was getting his books out of his locker, Vince slammed a door in his face.
Oh, that would have hurt.
And this moment goes out to
This is Lego, but jeez, I can feel the pain.
all of you who have been hit by a locker at school. Arthur's next class is gym, so I started by laying down wooden planks for the floor and then added some bleacher seats along with a basketball hoop. It uses a clear window piece for the shooting square.
I don't know how to play basketball. It's actually kind of a weird game.
And with that, we have this simple little gym. Today, the class is playing dodgeball, which Arthur just so happens to be absolutely terrible at. So when the team captain started choosing players, he was picked last. Even Eugene was picked before him, and he's not exactly athletically inclined. Today, the class is playing dodgeball, which Arthur just so happens to be absolutely terrible at. So when the team captain started choosing players,
Is that the bully?
He was picked last. Even Eugene was picked before him, and he's not exactly athletically inclined.
Hasn't hurt that much.
To make matters worse,
Arthur Chase, please report to the principal's office immediately.
in there you'll find a table with some trinkets, as well as the school rule book. When Arthur got there, Principal Duker sentenced him to detention for being late.
You're sentenced to after-school detention.
The detention room is full of motivational posters, which contrasts well with the group of students you'll usually find in there. When Arthur walked in and went to sit down, something squished beneath him. You see, when no one was looking, Vince spat his gum into the chair, and when he stood up, it got everywhere, leaving him totally embarrassed.
Incy Wincy Spider went up the water spout.
As part of their time in detention, Mr. Burmy rolled in this TV cart like the ones that you used to be able to find in almost any school.
Okay, kids, just watch this video, shut up, and don't bother me.
So, you got detention.
Arthur had to go to work at Papa's Pizza Pieces, so let's build it. I decided to go with a green, yellow, red, and white color scheme, since those colors often go together with pizza. After finishing the exterior of the store, I built up a giant pizza slice. I used these circular tiles to give it an extra cheesy texture, earning it the Ninja Turtle seal of approval. It fits right on the top of the restaurant. That completes the outside of Papa's Pizza Pieces. Inside, I set up a small dining area where some patrons are enjoying a meal. If you don't have actual pizzas, you can build some with just a couple of parts. This counter is where workers can take orders from customers. Behind it is the wall that includes the menu, and going through the doors you'll find the kitchen. There's a refrigerator as well as a cooler full of different sodas. This table is where the cooks build the pizzas. Then they can use this giant spatula to take the pizzas in and out of this brick oven. Our pizza restaurant is completed. Arthur really enjoys making the pizzas, but his boss is an absolute jerk, and today his teacher, Mrs. Crab, showed up.
Is this pizza dairy free?
Ma'am, the pizza has cheese on it.
I want to talk to the manager.
Arthur, you idiot! This is coming out of your paycheck.
On the bright side, Arthur got a nice meal since Mrs. Crab rejected his pizza. Papa's Pizza Pieces also delivers, and Arthur works as a driver, so let's build his delivery truck. As you can probably tell, I just built a custom Pizza Planet truck from Toy Story since its color scheme fits with our restaurant. Without the bed cover, it works really well as a regular truck. The most challenging part was figuring out how to connect these rocket fins at an angle. Inside it can fit 2 riders, and there's plenty of room for pizza in the trunk, and you can even fit Buzz and Woody back there if you want to. Walking up to the house, he rang the doorbell. Suddenly, their dog jumped the fence
Home
and
Alone,
bolted
when he knocks down the statue, delivering pizza. Pretty sure it's from Home Alone.
straight at him. The dog ate all of the pizza, and when the owner came out and saw it, she pulled out her phone and left Arthur a horrible review. On his drive back to the restaurant, the truck's engine completely broke down. Grabbing his toolbox from the bed of the truck, Arthur popped the hood and got to work, trying to fix the problem. And after tinkering around, he actually got it all fixed. Overjoyed, he packed up the tools and went to get back in the truck. But his joy turned to frustration when he realized he left the keys locked inside, still in the ignition. He found a crowbar and started trying to pry his way back in. But then, this police cruiser was really fun to build because it has cool details like this criminal scanner on the inside of it, and the back compartment is big enough to lock
They're gonna think he's like breaking into the car, isn't he?
prisoners up behind bars right at the scene of the crime. Throwing him into handcuffs, the police officer said,
You're under arrest for breaking into this car.
What? I work there. I'm wearing
Bro, touching his car. Come on, mate. Come on.
the uniform.
That's exactly what a thief would say. It's off to the slammer for you, pal.
So now that Arthur's arrested, we have to build the jail and police station. In the front office, you'll find posters for ongoing investigations, as well as for wanted criminals. Speaking of criminals, this jail is full of them. For example, Jelly Roll Joe is serving hard time after he got caught stealing from the police.
Drop it!
And Carol is serving a life sentence for shanking another prisoner. This place is full of bad dudes. Each cell has a simple bed, as well as a metal toilet bowl that's out in the open for everyone to see.
I'm in there for a bad reason, and it's not going to be easy in there. Not like I've gone to prison, but
which is how some prisons are in real life. This computer has multiple monitors that the police captain uses to watch the prisoners. Each monitor connects to a security camera. Some of them are built using stud shooter guns that come from stormtroopers. There's an award on the wall, as well as this uniform from one of the force's fallen soldiers. When Arthur arrived at the station, he had to stand in front of this wall and take a mugshot. After changing into prison clothes, he was escorted back to his cell. He had to share it with this guy named Bonesaw. However, he turned out to actually be nice and told Arthur about missing his daughter and cat. After further investigation, the police officers found out that Arthur wasn't lying, so they released him and his friend Jack came and picked him up to take him home. And when they walked in, after seeing him have such a horrible day, his friends had decided to have a party for him. In the backyard, they set up a ball pit, and after that they had an epic Nerf gun war. They even grilled some food and ate cake, and Arthur's day was made so much better because he knew he had friends to look out for him, even on the worst days ever. Thank you all.
Alright, that's the end of the video. So I don't think this is a usual reaction video like me or Nolan would usually do. I'm got a Lego one coming tomorrow afternoon about a Speed Champions car, so make sure you check that one out. Also check out all of Nolan's videos and our lolly reviews and our shorts. We're actually trying to get it up really high. Make sure to check out Brad's Brick Post. He has really good Lego stuff if you're really into that. And yeah, make sure also to like and subscribe because subscribe is not why we do it. We just gives us a lot of motivation to do the next thing. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe and comment if you want to. And see you on the next one.